I'm telling you, matte eyeshadows are definitely one of their best products. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. You may or may not know, I am a big fan of Dominique Cosmetics. I have every single product of theirs. So today we're gonna talk about the newest eyeshadow palette, the Transition palette. Some of the shades from this is from their old palette. So as I already told you, I have every single palette of theirs. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna show you the comparison of old formula and the new formula. And this palette is supposed to be a full face friendly. So I'm gonna use this to do my today's makeup. As I recorded this part of the video first, I can tell you this is using as much as I can, including eyebrows, my contour, my blush, and my eyeshadow, of course. Everything that I can. And finally tell you my opinion about this. Although I'm a fan, but you know, still try to be impartial as I can. Okay, let's step into the arm swatches first. In this new Transition palette, there are 15 shades there. 6 shades are already exist from the previous palette. I laid down them together, then you can see clear which shade is from where or which palette. Hope you know what I mean. So they picked 3 shades from the very first Latte 1 palette. They are Hazelnut, Mocha, and Caramel. I'm using 100% daylight to show you how these perform on the skin. Don't know if you can see clear that how much I used the Latte 1 palette. I mean, these matte formula had me at hello. I'm gonna swatch Latte 1's formula on the left and Transition palettes on the right. From when I was swatching it, I didn't notice any formula difference. In person, they look even more creamier and just delicious. And from Latte 2, they picked 2 shades, which is Frothy and Coffee Beans. Frothy is kind of like really pale. It's a good base color. It has a little bit of yellow undertone. It's like banana ice cream shade. And this Coffee Bean is a chocolate, I don't know, coffee bean shade. Forgive me, I'm really not good at this. And they picked 1 shade from this Lemonade palette, which no longer exists, but this shade is still beautiful. It's called Chai Tea, but in this new Transition palette, it's called Chai. I have already used all the shades in this palette. I gotta say, I don't use these cold ones so often, but the black one I definitely use like every single look. You would need that black for every single look. And of course, these warm shades are already popular. These 2 popped blush shades I did use on my today's look. I generally mix both of them, so that is my perfect shade for the blush. And as you can see, today I used this burgundy and this cinnamon and coffee bean. These shades are already good in the previous palettes. So this palette for me is no surprise but more essential, because every time when I travel, although now I'm not going anywhere, but when those times we can travel, the Latte palettes are always an option. But now they come out this palette, I think is really good for those of you who were interested in those Latte palettes but not be able to afford all of them. I'm telling you from a person who used their palettes, these are definitely the same formula and a collection of their best shades. For me, if Dominique Cosmetics is a Marvel universe, this is definitely the Avengers palette. And another point of mine that I think they didn't waste so much space, excuse me, I'm fan, but they didn't waste time on shimmer shades, because for me, my personal use, I don't use that much shimmer. Although these 2 cold shades that I don't use so often, but I know if I'm going for an interview or if I'm taking an interview picture, I'd rather use the colder tone, because somehow it makes me look more professional in the picture. And I just couldn't say enough about how much I love their matte formula. I love their formula. Like while I was putting makeup on, I don't have any bake underneath. There's no fallout. I'm just so happy. Okay, that's my opinion about this palette. I would recommend this to my family or my friends, and you don't need to think much, you don't need to be so creative, you just go on with it, and it's very essential. Okay, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope my review is useful. If you think this video is okay, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you think I am okay, you're always welcome to subscribe me. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye!